Sometimes you find yourself staring at the ceiling at 4 a.m., pondering how to gather the strength for yet another day. Everyone experiences these moments, the tough ones that call for inspiration and support. Here, at Inspire Soul's Words, we're here to guide you toward purpose, motivation, and to provide inspiration when the path seems dark. We believe in offering a journey towards self-development and the quest for wisdom and resilience. Our aim is to provide a positive and inspiring space for anyone seeking motivation and a positive direction in their lives. We strive to build a community that encourages personal and spiritual growth. If you're new here, we invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell as we strive to deliver content that enriches your life and provides support and inspiration. Join us as we share inspiration and wisdom on the journey of self-improvement. Thank you for your support and joining us at Inspire Soul's Words. Embracing the present moment. Life has a funny way of throwing unexpected curveballs at us. At times, it feels like we're juggling a million things at once, bearing the weight of the world on our shoulders. Remember that time when you felt the weight of an impending deadline or the sting of a recent heartache? But here's the secret. The power to overcome these challenges lies within the present moment. It's easy to get lost in worries about tomorrow or regrets about yesterday. However, the only moment we truly control is the one happening right now. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote isn't merely a string of words, it's a call to action. It reminds us that while we can't always control what happens around us, we can control our reactions by focusing on the present. By making choices aligned with our values, we find peace amidst chaos. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and ground yourself in the present moment. Feel the air around you. Listen to the sounds and remind yourself that this moment right here and now is where your power lies. By embracing the present moment, you're not just surviving tough days, you're thriving in them. With each passing moment, you're building resilience, wisdom, and strength for whatever comes next. Gratitude practice. Amidst the bustle of our daily lives, it's all too easy to focus on what we lack, missed opportunities, things we desire but don't possess, and challenges that seem insurmountable. However, there's a simple practice that can change our perspective and brighten even our darkest days: gratitude. By taking a moment to acknowledge the goodness in our lives, we find not only contentment, but also build a foundation for resilience against life's storms. The Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly stated, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This wisdom reminds us that joy doesn't always come from an incessant desire for more, but from appreciating what we already have. Whether it's the warmth of a friend's smile, the comfort of home, or the simple pleasure of a cup of tea, there's always something to be grateful for. By recognizing and relishing these moments, we cultivate a mindset that sees the positive side in every cloud. However, gratitude isn't merely about recognizing happy moments, but also about finding grace in our struggles. Every challenge we face is an opportunity for growth, learning, and becoming stronger. So, in tough times, remember to pause and find something, however small, to be thankful for. This practice might not change the situation, but it will change how you approach it, and often that makes all the difference. Planting inner strength. The journey through life resembles sailing across unpredictable seas. Some days offer tranquility and serenity, providing a moment for rest and contemplation, while others bring forth storms that challenge our very essence. It's during these storms that our inner strength emerges and takes its stand. This strength isn't just physical, it's about the flexibility of the soul, the power of the mind, and the bravery of the heart. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus once pointed out, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This statement inspires us to understand that our interaction with events, supported by our inner strength, shapes our journey. External events, however difficult, only affect us if we give them that power. By cultivating inner strength, we can face challenges with dignity, turning obstacles into lessons for personal growth. Building this inner strength requires continuous will. It's about daily choices, acts of small bravery, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. It's about seeking wisdom and learning from experiences, understanding that every setback is a valuable lesson on life's journey. Patience practice. Have you ever watched a flower bloom? It doesn't rush to reveal its beauty, but takes its time unfurling each petal, displaying its beauty at the perfect moment. Much like this flower, we also have a life rhythm where things need to happen at the right pace. Just as a flower blooms, we need to learn the art of patience. Every time you hold the hand of a loved one in a silent moment, isn't the unspoken connection felt more deeply than words can express? The philosophy of Emperor Marcus Aurelius is epitomized in his saying, "Time is like a river, a violent stream of events that you see once and then pass by and come around again and go." This profound idea reminds us that time, with its inexorable flow, carries with it challenges and victories. Impatience often arises from the desire to control this flow, to rush towards good and avoid bad. But true strength lies in understanding that we can't control the river of time, yet we can choose how to navigate its waters. Patience isn't just waiting without purpose, but waiting with intent. It's understanding that every moment holds significance, even if it's not immediately apparent. When we practice patience, we're not just passing time, but preparing, growing, and evolving. So, the next time you find yourself becoming patient, remember the waiting flower and the flowing river, and understand that your moment will come, and when it does, that wait will have been worthwhile. And understanding the controllable, life resembles a stormy night, thunder roaring, lightning illuminating, and winds attempting to knock you down. You cannot control the storm to cease or dictate the path of lightning, but you can choose to light a candle, find shelter, and hold on to what keeps you grounded. It's not about controlling the storm, but understanding what can and cannot be controlled. Epictetus, an ancient Stoic philosopher, whispered a truth that resonates to this day. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. It's a simple yet profound realization. We often expend a great deal of energy worrying about matters beyond our control. Things that we cannot change, no matter how hard we try. What if instead we focused on what we can influence, our reactions, feelings, and decisions? These are the candles we can ignite against the darkness. So, when life's storms rage, remember that you have the power of choice. You cannot stop the rain or silence the thunder, but you can decide how to dance in the rain or navigate through the noise. Identifying what is within your control is liberating. It's not just about enduring life's storms, but thriving amidst them. When dawn breaks, you'll find that the storm was not the whole story, but rather how you chose to face it. Learning from hardships, imagine the moment of a blacksmith shaping the blade of a sword as raw metal endures intense heat and powerful hammer strikes. With each strike, the blade becomes sharper, stronger, and more refined. Similarly, life's challenges, despite their harshness, possess the power to shape and purify us, transforming us into better versions of ourselves. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca straightforwardly stated that challenges strengthen the mind just as physical work does the body. These timeless words carry an eternal truth. Difficulties and obstacles are not just hindrances, but opportunities for growth, learning, and discovering strengths we never knew existed within us. Each challenge we face holds a lesson in disguise. Acknowledging these hardships doesn't mean reveling in pain. Rather, it's recognizing the hidden value within them. This shift moves us from perceiving difficulties as obstacles to viewing them as steps toward wisdom and growth. So when you find yourself facing life's trials, recall the blacksmith and the sword's blade, understanding that with the right mindset, hardships can sculpt you into a masterpiece. Striving for wisdom. Wisdom is not a gift bestowed upon the select few. Rather, it is a treasure often within reach of those who possess the courage and determination to seek it. Your presence here within these teachings is a clear sign of your genuine endeavor to attain wisdom. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once again reminds us, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. This is not merely a call to amass knowledge, but an invitation to pursue a deeper understanding, inquiry, and growth. True wisdom is not just about knowing all the answers, but about asking the right questions and having the humility to learn from both successes and failures alike. Actively seeking wisdom requires an open heart and a curious mind. It involves listening more than speaking, observing more than appearing, and understanding that every person you meet and every experience you encounter holds a lesson. Wisdom is not a final destination, but a journey, one that enriches the soul, sharpens the mind, and broadens the horizon. Therefore, as you continue along this path, remember to appreciate every step, every insight, and every inspiration. In the pursuit of wisdom itself, the journey is the greatest reward. Planting compassion. In moments of deep reflection, we realize that much of what occurs around us harbors pockets of conflict and suffering. Our lives, with every challenge and joy, offer realms through which we can build bridges of compassion for deeper connections with others. In a world often seen as divided, compassion remains a bridge between shattered hearts and a builder of harmony. This kind of human connection strengthens our collective bonds and nurtures the human spirit. Compassion towards others is not just about feelings of pity, it's a comprehensive understanding of their struggles and engaging in overcoming them together. This virtue represents a kind of devoted care that can construct impactful bridges among people. Care and active involvement contributed to the ongoing weaving of the threads of human life in a more harmonious and interconnected way. Planting compassion requires directing our efforts and directing our hearts towards others. It's a process that makes us listen more than speak, understand more than criticize, and act with kindness and participation, even in the smallest acts. In a world full of divisions and challenges, compassion becomes a means to bring us closer together and strengthen our unity. So, when we plant compassion in our hearts and practice it in our daily lives, we not only contribute to alleviating the suffering of others, but also find deeper purposes and inner contentment. Ultimately, in the grand fabric of life, our threads intertwine, and when we choose compassion, we choose a more complete and harmonious design for everyone. We've come to the end of these lessons, and we are incredibly grateful for your help and your commitment in following along with us. This learning will strengthen your resilience, tranquility, and determination during challenging times, and you'll be equipped to lead a life of virtue and contentment in an ever-changing world. However, don't just settle for knowledge. Apply these lessons to achieve positive results. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave a comment stating, "We will continue," or "We won't give up," to indicate your commitment. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification button for the latest updates. By contributing and sharing, you'll help us reach more seekers of ancient wisdom. Thank you so much for following and joining us on this journey. See you in the next video. And remember to share and like to support us in providing more useful videos. Many thanks, and we wish you times filled with wisdom and happiness.